welcome to Rima Synergy's Help! We're Trying Here podcast. So this is our 9th episode. Can you imagine?
Ninth.
We have been doing this. This is our 9th time, right? So if you're new to this channel, please give us a like, a follow. We are on Spotify, so you can follow us on Spotify. We are also on YouTube. You can give us a like there as well as subscribe. And if you're watching us in YouTube, please give us a comment. Let us know what do you think about the topic. How do you think, if you have any experiences that you want to share with us, any comments, do drop those in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. Okay, so what is the topic for today? The topic is about health and fitness, specifically the connection between strength, confidence, and well-being with health and fitness. Now, if you're new here, then let us give you a quick introduction of the speakers. Let's start with our in-house strength coach, Hannah. Yes, Hannah, a little bit of introduction from you.
Hello everybody, thank you Selma. I am a strengths coach, and specifically I like to help everybody know their strengths via the strengths profile survey. And yeah, wouldn't you like to know what your top strengths are so that you can live using your strengths to achieve all your goals? That's what I'm here for, to help you to ask the right questions so that you can live a strengths-based life.
Exactly. So if you've been with us since the first episode, you know that Hannah loves to talk about how to use strengths for your day-to-day life, how to identify your strengths. So it's no different today. The only thing is the connection is with health and fitness. Okay. Next we have Coach Johan. Yes, Johan.
Hi everybody, Johan here. I'm a performance and well-being coach. Basically, if you can perform well, your well-being is much better, and if you feel better, you can also perform better. So this is how we look at performance and well-being together. And today is a great topic because we would like to see how health and fitness also has an impact on well-being. Thank you very much.
Yes. And lastly, I am your host. My name is Selma. I am a confidence coach. Anything to do with public speaking, teaching, how to gain confidence in work, in your self-development, in yourself. I am the person you can look for. Yeah. And together we are from Rima Synergy. You can look us up in our website. Our website is rimasynergy.com. Very simple, right? Just look us there. Also in our social medias, we are on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is the same handle, which is Rima Synergy. Just type Rima Synergy and you'll be able to find us. Okay, so let's get into today's topic, which is about health and fitness. Specifically, what is the connection between strength, confidence, and well-being with your health and fitness? Now guys, I have a confession to make. To be honest, I had no idea. This is like, after 8 episodes, this is the 9th one. I have no idea how to start this, what to do with this, how to connect it even.
Why?
Therefore,
Why?
I know, right? Exactly, why?
She's trying very hard.
Help, we're trying here. We're trying here.
Exactly, help. We are trying here, right? We don't have all the answers. We have never said we know all the answers. We just are sharing what we know with all of you. Yeah. So for this particular session, I have asked help from our strengths coach, Hannah, because she has more, insight or more sharing to give us today about health and fitness. Therefore, I'm gonna spin this over to her. Yes, over to you, Coach Hannah.
Yes, okay, accept, receive. So for health and fitness, it's not that I'm an expert, but I have been through a journey which was pretty boring up until 2019. Why do I say it's boring? Because I was totally not interested at all in any form of exercise except for swimming. Why? Because I hate the feeling of the stickiness after sweating. Don't like. And so swimming is okay because you're in the water, so no worries about being sticky, right? Why 2019? Because Johan had a heart attack in 2019. And when he survived, it was a wake-up call for our family to change our lifestyle. We had to eat healthier, eat more greens. For myself, drink more water, and starting to feel the importance of being physically healthy, because Johan's heart attack was due to his lifestyle of eating a lot of meat and loving all his potato chips, etc. And we knew that's one of the causes for his high cholesterol and heart attack, etc.
Yeah, but don't forget that I was coming back from the gym, yeah?
Correct.
I was coming from a Muay Thai
Which
session,
is,
yes.
yes, having said all the bad lifestyle, the part that is good, he's always been good with sports. Even when we first started dating, he was a football player, and so had
Brownie points
yeah, handsome and tall, dark, and all that. But even with all the physical activity that he was doing, his fitness was a question mark because of what he was consuming. And as a family, we didn't pay so much attention to eating healthy. He was exercising, I was not, which led to where we are today, because after his heart attack, we all decided in the family that we must change our lifestyle to be healthier and focus on fitness as well. And for me, it wasn't so much as getting an hourglass figure. It was more of being fit. And the focus that Johan did point out to me was, we can all grow old, but what kind of physical shape and fitness level do we want to be when we grow old? Is it a level where we can be healthy enough to travel, walk without walking aids, etc., and eat the things that we want to eat? Would we be healthy enough to do all that when we are older? So that for me is one of the reasons to talk about health and fitness today, right? It was very interesting because I've not hosted an episode before, and Silma come here when we were setting up to do this today. She said, I really don't know what to say. I really don't know what to do with this topic. And I said, okay, let's not stress out about this, because mental health and emotional health is also important, equally as important as physical health. So why don't I start with Johan, since I already talked about your having a heart attack in 2019. Tell us a little bit about what you thought of our lifestyle before your heart attack and then after.
Well, definitely, I thought that I was doing the right thing. I did my exercise, as I mentioned just now. I was coming back from the gym when I had my heart pain, and then within an hour, I was already in the A&E or emergency room here. So where fitness was concerned or health was concerned, I thought I was doing the right thing, going to the gym, exercising, etc. But what I was not paying attention to was what I was eating, other things like cholesterol, lifestyle. Basically, my heart attack was based on clogged arteries, and doctor calls it, of course, this is the lifestyle disease. Not taking care of what we put in our body. And I think what I like about this topic that we're having today is, we, as you can see, I don't know whether you can see very well, we are not the ones with the abs here or the nice hourglass figure like Hannah mentioned.
It's just
Yeah.
covered.
One. One pack.
I have a one pack, yes, the family pack they call it. Yeah. But the thing is that, even having said that, health and fitness plays a big role in our mental health. Because if you are generally healthy and fit, generally means that you do move, you do some exercise, you take care of what you put in your body, not, for example, not processed food, you eat fresh food, you eat vegetables, fruits, etc., then you will have more sharpness in your mind, you will be more alert, you will have more mental capacity to deal with whatever's happening around you. And that's where I look at this health and fitness topic that we're having, because if you're asking me about all the physical aspects of it, it's a work in progress. Hopefully I will get to my six-pack once in my lifetime. It's a work in progress, but I mean, we are all coaches and trainers here. I'm sure that we know that to be able to deliver a good program or training program, or even to be able to be alert enough to do a good coaching session with our clients, we need to be mentally alert. And to be mentally alert, we need to be fit. At least you need to be. You have to have had good sleep. You have to be eating well. You shouldn't do a coaching session when you're full and sleepy, etc. So all of these things do work into our performance as well. And for example, doing that, and you eat well, you take care of your health, and then you have a good coaching session, training session, you feel great because you've helped somebody, and that also then links back to your well-being.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why this is a important topic from that aspect, not so much the physical aspect, but the mental aspects of health and fitness.
Yeah, if I can chime in there, Coach Johan, I love the what you said about being fit, and then you added having enough sleep, enough rest, right? Because whenever people say the word fit, immediately in my mind is six pack, the hourglass figure, yeah, things like that. So when you said enough sleep, I'm like, okay, so that version of fit. Right, okay, yeah. I think one of the reasons why I'm not really into this topic is simply because I am not that hourglass figure. So because in my mind, fit means physically you have that, the criterias of physically fit. But when you talk about having enough sleep, I never connected it to being fit. Yeah, does that connect with well-being, mental well-being?
Yes, it does.
So,
Yeah.
right.
So having enough sleep is definitely one of the biggest things about health as well, because having enough sleep means that you can recharge. It's also in the mental health space, something that people talk about. Having enough sleep allows you to then store away your memories, your recollection, or form your whatever learnings that you had, etc. So having enough sleep is one of the most important aspects of being fit,
Right.
or being healthy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, there was also another thing I heard recently when people said that, the fitness industry, it's
Okay.
a multi-billion-dollar industry. That's why people push about all these gyms, having six-pack,
Right.
all of these, protein powders.
Right.
Not only that,
etc.,
how about all the apps that you
Correct.
can get? Because
Yeah.
I actually use a sleep app
Yeah.
Right.
talking about the importance of sleep, and I switch it on. I was using the free version at first, and then I realized I needed more data, like how does my my daily steps, whether it's 2,000 plus or 10,000, compare to my fellow Malaysians, for example, or even compared to another country or globally, and that app gives me all this data, even my heartbeat or how long I have deep sleep for. All that contributes to my version of being fit, healthy
Right.
and fit. When I started having a personal trainer, Johan's goal was to lose weight. My goal was to be fit, and my criteria was walking up 3 flights of stairs without huffing and puffing at the top.
Right.
So that was honestly, that was it. If I can go up 3 flights of stairs without dying, then yay, that was my first level of goal that I achieved happily.
If I could come back to those apps, right, or competition, it's great because they say that it pushes you. It's like gamification.
Okay.
Say that how many people are doing this and what they achieve, what's the average in your country or in your local vicinity. But we also need to think about the situation where how does it make you feel?
Yes.
So let's say today you didn't do it, and then you see that your friend had done 20,000 steps,
Right.
or they did this workout of the day, etc.
Right.
And then does that give you a nice feeling or bad feeling, right? So if it gives you a bad feeling, then it doesn't help your well-being.
No.
So this fitness app doesn't really help you,
Right.
know.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
sometimes we also need to look at is the things that are being promoted in the fitness or health industry helping us. But for today, what I would focus on when I talk about fitness and health, when I look at myself, is performance. What do I need to do to be able to perform at a level where I can impact positively on other people's lives, right? So when I have a room full of participants or people that I am coaching, then it is being able to be alert, being able to feel fit enough and healthy enough to go through the whole day without feeling exhaustion, being able to connect and use my energy as well to energize the room and uplift the people in the room as well.
Yeah.
So these things
We have to
are
use
what-
our own energy to
Correct.
give
Yeah.
others energy.
Correct.
And when you said alert just now, I wanted to maybe highlight to the audience that it is active listening. Johan does a lot of that, especially for befriending, and he teaches us also about active listening. As coaches, we all have to do that.
Yes.
Listen for what is said, but also to listen to what is not said. In that way, the alertness level has to be so high, and that will not happen if we are not healthy or fit.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then talking about being
And you
competitive.
don't need a six-pack to have active listening.
Correct.
It is true. Yes.
Having some level of fitness, helps. For on the strengths perspective, and Silma, you did ask me earlier about what if somebody does not have persistence
Correct.
as a
Yes.
strength?
Correct.
How would that person achieve their fitness goals, for example? I had to think about that a little bit, and I think from the strengths perspective, we don't want to focus too much on our weaknesses. If persistence is a weakness, we'll have to look at other strengths, what can help us go for achieving our fitness goals. And the why question is very important also. What would motivate you to keep focusing on your goal? For example, for me to be fit, why? I shared earlier, it is to grow old at a physical level where we can still do things together, travel and etc. So then I will pose the question to you, Silma.
Right.
What would be a motivation for you to focus on a fitness goal?
Right. That's a good question. It's not that I'm not taking care of my health. I am aware of what I eat. Do I drink enough water? Do I take any supplements? It is the physical part that is difficult a little bit, and the exercising part. Not because I'm scared of sweat. It's just sometimes no importance.
Low priority.
Low priority, very very low. It's down there near the zero part. But I do take walks. I love walks, long walks. We all live in tamans, right? Housing areas. So I do take very long walks up to it can reach up to 8,000 steps in a day. But it's not every day. So that's why also I was asking about the persistence part, because to be able to be fit, you need to maintain it, right? There needs to be some level of maintenance in doing it. You can't just walk 8,000 in a day and then call it I'm done for the week or for the month.
Nope.
Right? Yeah, no. So that was the reason why the question popped up. And I think a lot of our audience as well are thinking of the same thing, especially if you're like me. Your physical fitness is like a low maintenance, right? What is the motivation for it? That's a good question. I don't know at this moment. What is the motivation for that? Do I need to be very, very sick to be able to realize, I need to take care of my health more? I'm not sure at the moment. Because, yes, our jobs as coaches and trainers do need stamina. Because when you're doing a full day training, it does take a lot out of you. And I do have issues with my back. I have been hospitalized before for swollen kidney, and I've been taking care of that. But what is the motivation to be able to be persistent in that is a question I need to ask myself. Yeah.
And we all know that we are either motivated by fear or motivated by love,
True.
right? So which group are you?
Yeah. Which group?
Yeah. Which group are you, Johan?
I would say fear then.
Yes.
I fear that I will grow old and somebody needs to push me around.
Oh, I thought you were going to be crude and say somebody needs to wipe your backside.
That too. Probably there'll be a robot by then.
Hopefully.
My
I don't want to do it.
my secondary school or high school graduating class also, we joke about it. It says, we did a 25-year reunion, 30-year reunion, and we were joking, our 50-year reunion, probably there'll be more people. And why? Because we need to bring our children. They'll be pushing us in the wheelchair. So there'll be more people because it's us plus our kids. That are
Your plus ones.
Yeah, plus ones that are in
dear.
the reunion. So it's like double the amount of people that's going to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
so,
it's
what
about
do
the
you
issue of
think?
dignity and all that.
Yeah.
Pardon.
What are you motivated by?
I think also fear.
Of?
Not so much love. Fear of. No. Well, I'm single, guys. So a lot of times, you have your aunties, your uncles, who will say, so later when you grow old, how lah? Nobody taking care of you. Exhibit A just now, right? Johan just mentioned about, having plus ones to their
50th
reunion.
Exactly. So I guess it's fear because then, for real now, who's gonna take care of me if I don't take care of myself? So
Make lots of money, then hire.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the option A. There's option B and C, right? People, you always have to have options in life. But going back to the question, it's fear. It's fear. Yeah, definitely fear.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be an inconvenience to people, especially to your family members. You don't want to be. When you are sick, you're not able to move. And also, what quality of life do you have? This goes back to what Hannah shared in the beginning, right? When you're old,
The
yes,
older.
yes, because we are old.
You're not there yet. We need to say that when we are older.
Yeah, what quality of life do you want?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think that has been something that I've been thinking about lately. Since I'm gonna be 40 in a few years' time. So yeah, my fear, guys.
Yes. There's no right or wrong about
Yeah.
it. I'm also motivated by fear when it comes to health and fitness because of the scare that from Johan's heart attack. That was traumatizing for me, not for the person having the cardiac arrest, because I was just witness, and you just don't know, that somebody you love, their life is in God's hands. So motivated by fear of anything like that happening again. It's horrible because it was so traumatizing. I don't want that anymore. So fear of that, and then fear of, we do see people around us who are in their golden age and needing help. So the dignity, living life with dignity. If we need help going to the toilet, all that is hard to swallow. It's hard to imagine. And dying a good death is a good focus. Let's not be too morbid.
Yes,
right?
okay, let's move on.
Let's
then.
move
I think
on.
this conversation
It's getting a little bit sad.
Let's give our listeners something more positive.
So, okay,
Right.
good. Positive psychology at play. At
Right,
work.
so we talked about health and fitness. So far, let's see what we have on the table. Health and fitness doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have the perfect body, six pack, biceps, hourglass
that's not
figure,
what it
etc. What we're sharing here is that health and fitness is important, but there are different levels.
Yes.
For me, I share with you health and fitness for my performance as a coach and trainer. What do I need to do? So, for example, before any training or coaching sessions, make sure, of course, that I sleep early enough. I have enough sleep. I make sure I don't overeat. Some of the people that have done training with me know that Usually before a training session, I don't like to eat. I only eat after for dinner. Let's say when the training session have finished, because when I don't have food in my body, more the energy goes to delivering focus and delivering the content that I want to deliver. So what I do is, like, I do walks. We do have a personal trainer come and do PT for us. So we do have 3 weeks. Every week we have 3 sessions of exercise, and on top of that, whatever else we do is like walks and all that in the park. So these are the things that we do, not necessarily that we have to go further than that. Yeah,
I think we've covered a lot about physical, but there's also the mental health to talk about, emotional health to talk about. For example, what would you do for mental health, Silma?
BTS.
BTS!
Mental health. For real. If you're an army, you will know why, right? Yes. Yeah, and...
they're in the army now, aren't they?
Pardon?
They're in the army.
Yeah,
now.
2 of them are in the army. And their fandom is called Army. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, their fandom is called Army. It stands for adorable. Okay, never mind. Moving on. I know it's youth somewhere, right, guys? Yes. What do I do for mental health? To stay positive. You mean? What do I do?
Anything around mental health.
Well, talk with friends for one thing. You need to talk. Cannot keep it within yourself. Number 1. Number 2, all the K-dramas, BTS.
Yeah.
They really bring me happiness, man. I have never known that kind of happiness until I met them.
Wow.
Oh yes, serious. That level of fangirling. Never been through that in my entire 20s. Now in my late 30s, I'm like, what? What is happening to you? But yes.
So, tell me a little bit about that in terms of when you are such a big fangirl. What is it? You love every one of them. You want to know what's happening in their life, all of them, and you want to go to their concerts. Have you been to their concerts?
Not yet, because I only found them last year.
Oh, okay.
They've been around since 2013.
Right.
But I found them only last year. So in the fandom, there's a saying that you don't look for BTS, but BTS finds you.
Oh my goodness.
So when you find them, that moment is the right time for you. So
Okay.
it resonates so much with me because I found them when I was really deep into my burnout. My burnout, Adelina knows this. My burnout was, it was like lingering into like the depression, and it was not nice because I was having these very bad thoughts, and I'm supposed to be a confidence coach, but my confidence was like down in the gutter. I cannot even pick it up. Like, hello, where are you? Nowhere. It was like that bad, and it went on for like almost 3 months, and I was like, something needs to happen. I cannot let this be. And that's where I found them. And from there, I went into a rabbit hole to get to know more about them, and I understand the reason of their music and things like that. So yeah. Really
So listening to their songs was what helped you feel better about yourself?
Correct. The songs and the boys. Yeah. They're good human beings for one thing. It doesn't hurt that they look so good.
I was about to ask that. Okay, cool. Johan, you want to say anything about mental health?
I think I said much. I'd like to know your thoughts.
Yeah.
My thoughts
Yes.
on mental health. I do a lot for my mental health. I keep a bullet journal, and because bullet journals are very, very forgiving of, you can write anything you want. You can, of course, your daily schedules, but I do a lot of doodling and coloring and special recipes of anything that I want. I'll put anything in my bullet journal, and I can go down the rabbit hole, in bullet journaling. So that keeps me happy because oops, sorry, Apple Watch talking, not talking to you, Siri. That keeps me happy because I get to express my creativity, and when I do that, I feel a sense of calm, I feel a sense of peace, and allowing myself to travel anywhere in my mind.
Mm.
So that keeps me mentally happy.
Yeah.
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 I think, what else should we need to cover in health and fitness? We've talked about physical health, we've talked about mental health.
Yeah.
Maybe a few final words on connecting it.
Yeah.
Like how do you connect well-being to health and fitness? How do you connect confidence to health and fitness? And then I'll talk about strength as well.
Great.
Okay, so I think I shared a bit about how well-being, how you feel, can also affect your health and fitness, right? It's actually both ways. How healthy and fit you are also affects your well-being, but also how you feel about yourself can also affect how much you want to do in health and fitness. Okay, if I feel great, I feel like optimistic, I feel like I want to have better life, then I will challenge myself to eat better, or change lifestyle and all that. I think one of the connections also you can look at is when we talk about health and fitness as well. Find something that you enjoy. I think that falls under strengths. It's like when you talk about health and fitness, doesn't necessarily mean gym. There's so much more out there. There's Pilates, yoga,
Pole dancing.
calisthenics. Yes, there's so much more that you can do. Doesn't mean that you have to bulk up and that's fitness.
Correct.
There's so much more out there. Just find what you feel great, you feel happy doing, and do that and do it regularly. Then as long as your body is moving and you're eating healthy, I think all these things, your wellness, your well-being, your health and fitness, and also working on your strengths will all come together. So
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
For confidence, one of the foundation for self-esteem is the practice of self-acceptance. Yeah. So when you accept the situation that you are in, so if we apply that to health and fitness, if you accept the level of health and fitness you are in, then you will start to take action. I think for me at this moment, that is what I need to work on. To accept that I am not exactly 100% okay. My brain says I'm 100% fit. My stamina is, you cannot defeat me like that. My brain is like that, but I know my body is telling me otherwise, because why do I have pains, right? If I am 100% okay, why do I have pain? So I need to accept here and here connect. So I need to walk the talk. Yeah, that's what I need to do right now. As a confidence coach, I understand that self-acceptance is the most important thing. When I apply that into health and fitness, that means I need to accept I am not 100% okay when it comes to health and fitness. So something to think about, right, audience? Yes, Hannah?
So for me, living a strengths-based life and knowing what my strengths are, for example, my incubator strength, a lot of thinking, my creativity strength, a few more. Knowing that I'm focusing on those strengths helps me to have the acceptance and confidence, borrowing from Selma, that I can achieve my fitness goals. So I approach my health and fitness with a sense of anticipation, because I'm not beating myself up due to my weaknesses. That I'm not persistent, I'm not competitive. Those are my weaknesses, by the way. So I'm not going to focus on those, because I know I can focus on my strengths to get me to achieve my fitness goals.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's a lot more positive, and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
it
it.
makes, yeah.
So I hope to those who are listening out there, I hope this session has been a good one for you, beneficial. Let us know if it's not. We want to know both sides of it.
Help, we're trying here.
Yes, we are trying here. Yeah, so look for us on Spotify and also YouTube. And for social media, we are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We are even on TikTok, guys. Yeah, just look for us, Rima Synergy. And if it's website, it's rimasynergy.com. Yeah, if you have any questions, do come and ask us. Exactly, it's on our shirt. ask us, give us the question, and we will do our best to answer you.
Yes.
Okay, so
Looking
you
forward to
have
it.
heard from Coach Johan, our well-being and performance coach, Coach Hannah, our strengths coach, and myself, I am a confidence coach, Coach Silma. So this is our 9th episode of Help We're Trying here. So do follow us, give your comments, and thank you so much for your support so far. So once again, this is Rima Siniji, and this is Help We're
We're
Trying
Trying Here.
Here.
Bye.